A lot of people see wedding DJs charging thousands for a wedding and immediately think, wow, that's easy money. But what most people don't see is how expensive running a wedding DJ business actually is, because behind every packed dance floor is expensive equipment, constant upgrades, insurance, software, marketing, travel, taxes, and a lot of hidden costs. So in this video, we're breaking down the real cost of running a wedding DJ business. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're trying to grow as a DJ, build your business, and learn the real side of the industry, make sure you subscribe. Now, let's start with the obvious, equipment. A lot of beginner DJs think they can buy one controller and instantly run a business, but once you start doing weddings professionally, the costs stack up fast. You need things like speakers, subwoofers, controllers, microphones, laptops, stands, tripods, lighting, cables. Cables is the one that people really sleep on. Cables in different lengths. Facades, cases, backups, batteries, and even power management. Because weddings require reliability. That means backups for your backups. Because if something fails at a wedding, there's no pause button. One serious setup can easily cost several $1,000s. So people also underestimate the transportation side of DJing. You're constantly loading gear, unloading gear, driving long distances, setting up, breaking down, and hauling heavy equipment. One speaker is about 40 pounds, subwoofer 80 to 90, sometimes even more. So that means, you're going to have expenses like vehicle costs, gas, maintenance, tires, repairs, and wear on your body too. A lot of DJs are finishing weddings at midnight or later and then driving home exhausted. So you have to factor this, right? You have to take this in mind as well. Then you have all the monthly costs people never think about, like DJ software, music pool subscriptions, cloud storage for space, website hosting, CRM systems for managing all your clients, editing software, streaming tools, marketing, email marketing tools like bookkeeping software. Like this is a lot. There's a lot of like recurring monthly expenses that come with running not just a wedding DJ business, but a business in general. So individually, they may not seem that expensive, right? But once you start stacking them up together, it adds up fast. Now, if you're serious about weddings, you also need protection, and a lot of venues now require insurance. And honestly, you should want insurance anyway because accidents happen. But then you also have LLC fees, contracts, legal protection, licenses, taxes, and accounting expenses. And this is one of the biggest differences between hobby DJs and professional businesses. Now, let's talk about one of the most expensive parts of running a wedding DJ business, which is getting clients. A lot of people think that, a lot of DJs think if I'm good enough, people are just find me. But the biggest problem that not just DJs have, but businesses have, is that no one knows that their business even exists. So you may have to spend money on advertising so that people will know that. You're gonna have to spend time investing in social media content and creating content, or hiring someone who can do it. You're gonna need to take professional photos and probably hire some of the vendors you've worked with that put out good quality work for professional photos, right? You're gonna need video production. If this is something you're not good at yourself, you're gonna need to hire people to do this, right? Also, websites. If you don't know how to build a website, you're gonna need to, pay someone to build a website for you. Same with search engine optimization. If you don't know anything about how to get your product or your business to show up in search results, you're going to need to learn some SEO or hire someone who does know SEO, right? Wedding expos cost. To have a table is going to cost you, right? It's going to cost you to appear at expos for sure. Business cards cost. Branded clothing. If you want to brand yourself and have clothing to represent your brand, this is going to look really good at expos and when you're doing consultations. And then any online listings, because we live in a society now where almost nothing is free except for being able to post on social media. And honestly, marketing is what separates invisible DJs from book DJs. So that's one of the biggest expenses that comes with being a wedding DJ, aside from equipment. Now, there's also like the hidden time cost, and this is the biggest thing people overlook is time. Like, wedding DJs are not just working on wedding day. Like, you're also answering emails, you're doing consultations, you're creating timelines, you're prepping and organizing music crates ahead of time, you're preparing your announcements and scripts, you're editing content, you're posting online so that you can continue to get booked, you're networking with people, you know, you're maintaining your gear, and you're handling all the admin work. So one wedding can easily represent 10 to 20 hours of total work. It's not just that day you perform, but it's the time that goes into it, the time it takes to travel there, get home. Like, it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of wear and tear. Some people will wonder, like, why do DJs charge what they charge? So when people ask, why does a wedding DJ cost so much? This is why. You're not just paying for somebody to press play for a few hours. Like, you're not there to be a jukebox. You're paying for preparation, you're paying for the experience, you're paying for the professionalism, you're paying for the reliability, which is really huge, right? We have people that will book us a year out, 2 years out. So you have to be healthy. You could feel great that day, but you can't be sick come wedding day, right? So you have to take good care of yourself. Equipment investment, right? You're gonna have to invest in equipment. You're gonna need to have, strong business infrastructure. These are the things that make you more valuable. And then you have the ability to handle pressure in real time, because I can tell you just from my experience, just handing the microphone to guests to do a toast, like, they get really nervous. Sometimes they're not even speaking into the mic. They're holding the mic super far away from their face, and it's like, you don't want to get in the mic and say, hey, put the mic in front of you, but there are times where you want to, you know that they need to do these things, but people often get stage fright and nervous in front of groups. And when it comes down to performing in real time, like, that's a skill. And this is something that you have to have the ability to be able to do. You have to have the ability to handle pressure in real time. So when you ask yourself, is this DJ worth it, right? Or why does a DJ get paid so much? You should first ask yourself, do you even possess any of these qualities? And that's what makes that DJ or that professional DJ special. And again, why the prices are what they are. So honestly, this video isn't meant to scare anyone away from DJing, because despite the cost, this can still be an amazing business and career. But I think it's important for people to understand the real side of the industry. The successful DJs aren't just good entertainers, they're good businessmen too. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, because I'm dropping more wedding DJ content, marketing advice, crowd psychology, and behind the scenes industry knowledge. Let me know in the comments, what do you think is the most expensive part of being a wedding DJ? And once again, if you need help with starting your wedding DJ business or scaling it, check the link in the description, comment the word DJ, and I'll help you get started from A to Z. Until next time, I'll see you.